loves hip hop, and if I hit the switch, I can make the ass drop.
Welcome to In the Vibe.
In the house here today is
The Bass P, and the flyest, the coolest, the hippest. I can keep going on. This is his name.
Diz E. You all know the one with the capital. Anyways, oh man.
Let's do it. I'm here. What a big break. Somebody
Somebody get for rhythm. Let's go now. 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 Yeah. Ooh. We dancing. We're grooving to the moving until someone told me play that funky music.
Don't you say it. Time out so we will come back to reality.
What?
Back to My gosh, we're back. We
are back, baby. Back, bad, and wow.
That is true. Going with it. Well, everyone, welcome to another episode.
Welcome to another episode of In the Vibe. Thank you
so much
for following us, watching us, being here, joining us every week.
That's right.
Anyway, but don't forget, still keep coming back. Coming back every week. We got a new episode, right?
That's right.
Is it released on Monday, Tuesday, or Wednesday? One of those days. Okay, because our schedule has gotten really busy.
Yes,
right?
we both agree. Yeah.
Anyway, come follow us, okay? And don't forget to subscribe right here. And don't forget to ding ding.
That's right.
Ring the bell.
Ring the bell.
And it'll notify you every time we put up new content right here on this channel. But you can also go to our other channel, Critical Opinion.
That's right.
And also you can follow us on our Instagram,
Twitter,
and
TikTok.
there you go.
Yes,
Okay.
that's
And so he always says those two. I always say Instagram. Sort of went backwards today. We'll change the rhythm. Change it up a bit. Go on. Go.
What's wrong with Dizzy today? What's wrong with Dizzy? Dizzy's like more hype than usual. What's going on with this?
Man, our song got released last week.
Bro. We have to talk about this. We've seen some reviews and thank you guys. Seems like positive.
Yeah, first week we got a good response.
Thank you.
Right? Awesome.
Yes, thank you guys.
We're doing a lot of the WWE things. Phrases. Anyways, thank you so much, everybody,
Thank you,
watching us. And if you've been listening to our music on Spotify, Apple,
Yeah.
all the music platforms, thank you for listening to our new release, Work. Right? It is awesome. It's off the hook, baby.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you.
And we
Continue
will come
going
soon.
back. Go back and listen to more. Go back. Go. Not right now. Okay? After the show.
And we will come soon with our videos, so don't worry, guys.
Oh, the videos are coming.
Yes.
Videos are coming. And then you're gonna love our videos.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay?
Exactly. So what's been happening?
Woo! What's been happening? Man. Did you know,
Yeah.
right, that Styles P announces his retirement.
No way, man.
From solo performances as a solo art rapper, right? And he still will release 2 more solo albums. And that will be it. I think he's calling it quits, right?
Styles is one of my underrated rappers because him and Jadakiss, for me is one of the top underrated rappers. I mean, his voice is just made for rap.
Yeah.
Styles P, I love his lyrics.
Yeah.
Still listen to him.
Well, I wonder what he's gonna do next. Right? Maybe movies.
Could
TV
be.
shows, something,
Could be,
right?
you know?
Yeah, he should do something, or maybe bringing on new acts.
Maybe he feels that there's a greater calling. So yeah, why not?
Just don't become another priest. Every rapper who leaves and goes out and becomes a priest, right? Which brings us to the next one, right? Between P. Diddy and Mace, right? P. Diddy called Mace a fake priest.
First of all, what happened was
that's just insane.
P. Diddy went to a radio station, the Breakfast Club, 105 Power, and he was basically being called out for not paying his rappers who was on his brand, their
Bad Boys brand.
Yeah,
right? So
they're just dues. Yes, yeah.
What he owes them.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, and this has been historically,
well known.
Exactly.
Everybody in the industry knows.
Yes.
If you sign on with P. Diddy, it's very unlikely you're going to get paid the full amount that he owes you, right? And I don't know now, but in the past he was not paying artists.
That's right.
And not what they were doing, because they were doing more than just performing on his albums. They were doing his music, doing his lyrics, right? Because P. Diddy can't write. P. Diddy cannot.
Yeah.
He's so
because
Mace was one of his main writers.
Yes,
right.
And I don't think Mace got his just due as a songwriter because with many of the problems, more money, more problems. Yeah, Mace wrote that. Yeah, been around the world.
Around the world, and I.
So P. Diddy told Mace, said that Mace owes him $3 million.
Yeah,
and Mace is just, what did Mace say?
Mace went off the hook. He said beep 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 that beep, and then he said he owes him. He's got the receipts, right? And that he said, if you want receipts, you want to show receipts, ask your mama. Okay, your mama made the receipts, right? And so actually, no, what he means by that is originally because P. Diddy could not get like bank loans or couldn't get credit. His mom had it, so the company was under his mother's name. So any receipts, anything written out at that time would have gone to under her mom. Obviously, nothing's going to show up under P. Diddy's account. That's what he means by that.
I think P. Diddy needs to watch it because Mace has been with him for a long time. So Mace knows some things probably that other rappers don't know.
Yeah.
So he might
he knows your skeletons, man.
Exactly.
Be careful when you open that door. Yeah. All those skeletons gonna fall out, man. Be careful with that, right? So.
But Mace also said that all these rappers who are dead can't defend themselves. Big E.
Craig Mack, right, and a lot of other rappers that are no longer around.
Yeah, exactly,
right? And so this is, and he's speaking out for all of those guys, right? So anyways, but that's back then that's what record producers were doing. That's true. That's what the owners of record companies were doing, especially in the hip hop world, right? In the hip hop community, Suge Knight, P. Diddy, a couple of other guys. That's why everybody was going to Def Jam Records.
Yeah, that's right.
Or they were going to No Limit Records, right? Because he was actually the actual real rich.
Yeah,
and all his artists are still today have money in their bank account.
I didn't know Master P was like that. He teaches his rappers how to make money,
how to invest, how to so that they'll have generational wealth. None of these other producers, none of these other record CEOs ever did that, right? Look at, he brought Snoop Dogg out of poverty.
That's right.
And put him back in, right? So and taught him how everything, right?
Yeah.
So. And
he owns Death Row now.
Yeah, and so now he owns Death Row, right? Records. Right. Anyway, so this just shows you. Yeah. Remember contracts. Yeah. Read your contracts carefully, right?
True.
So
that is true.
Anyways, hopefully that they resolve it. I hope so in peaceful manner, not in any kind of violent way. You know what's something else like I read on the news this week, right? Is that Kanye West wants Jamie Foxx to play him in a movie. He probably will do it. He would probably do a really good job.
Jamie
Foxx is a good actor.
Yeah, he can impress.
After Ray Charles, after he played Ray Charles, he should have won a Grammy for that.
I agree.
He should have Oscar. No, he should have won an Oscar.
But he did. I think he won an Oscar.
Did he win an Oscar?
I think he did. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. But I think Jamie can.
I wasn't sure if he won the Oscar.
Yeah.
Oh no, he did. He did. Because then he performed live.
That's right.
Right. With Ray. Oh no, Ray Charles was dead at that time.
But
he did. Yeah, so that's true. Yeah,
I believe Jamie Foxx is one of those rare talents that he can do impressions of anybody.
The guy is a multi-talented comedian, drama actor, musician, rapper, singer, performer, like dancer. He can dance, man. He goofs off when he's dancing, but the boy can move.
Yeah, so much
right? And like this guy, like. I don't know how much spare time he had as a child. Man,
if I was Jamie, I wouldn't do Kanye West. Kanye West, his time is not yet. I would do somebody who's older.
Really?
Kanye.
Isn't he supposed? Is Jamie Foxx supposed to play Mike Tyson?
I heard about that. I heard about that.
Right? So
that would be good.
He's getting beefed up for it and all that, right now. And
I believe he can do that. I believe he can pull that off.
Yeah,
if he could. So
yeah, but I don't see it.
You don't see it.
I don't know. I know he could probably pull it off.
He has been doing Mike Tyson.
Look at Mike Tyson's body though. Like the size, like he's taller than Mike Tyson.
But he can do his facial expressions,
and he can do the facial expressions, but. At the same time, he doesn't actually look like Mike Tyson.
Yeah, well...
You know what I mean? Like, when he played Ray Charles, he looked like Ray Charles
he did.
In his early years.
Yeah, he did.
And even he sounds like him, too.
Yeah, right? he follows him. I want to see. We'll see.
He always surprises everybody.
Yeah. Let me ask you. You know this Elvis movie that came out?
That was crap. That was full of nonsense. I'm a big Elvis. Okay, another thing everybody's got to know. This is not my little secret, but something I have been following Elvis Presley since the. Well, I won't say the years, but for a very, very long time. I wanted to be Elvis Presley.
You're joking,
I read everything as a child about Elvis Presley.
Really?
My dad and my mom played Elvis Presley songs. My granddad played Elvis Presley songs. I read all when he was alive. I remember seeing all those concerts, interviews, him doing all those interviews, and then. His wife had written a book about them. There's none of that stuff that's in the movie was ever mentioned in the. So a lot Colonel Parker thing, that's true, right? He did because nobody really knew who he was, where he really came from, why he calls himself Colonel Parker, right? But a lot of there was a lot of crap stuff that they showed in there that was not true.
The actor who played
did not look anything like Elvis.
That's what I kept hearing as well.
No, he doesn't look anything like Elvis, right? If you want to watch a really good Elvis Presley movie, right, was played by I forgot his name now, Kurt Russell. Kurt Russell. He played Elvis, and he actually looked. And performs like Elvis. No, in the movie, you got to see it. It's like he does. He did so good, right? That everybody like when I was watching, I was just shocked, right? Wow. That was Kurt Russell playing Elvis Presley. He loves Elvis Presley.
Yeah, okay.
Right? He's a big Elvis Presley fan, right? And he even met with Elvis Presley like years before, right? And so he actually knew Elvis Presley as a young actor at the time. He was in the 70s. He was a young boy, right? And actually, Kurt Russell, it goes back to the 60s. As a child actor, and then he came out when he was in Hollywood already. His parents, and so he was already in the family business, right? Okay. So and he met Elvis as a young. I think he was even in one of Elvis Presley's movies as a young boy, right? Okay. And so there's a big history, but it is one of the best Elvis Presley biopics I've ever seen.
So this latest one was flop.
This was two. It was two. I watched it. I've read all his biography for a long time, and one thing, I didn't know Elvis, but I do know enough to know that was a bullshit movie. Okay. Sorry, excuse my language, right? Okay, but if the movie as an entertainment piece, it's good. As a true story, no, it's not. Right? Okay. It's way off the mark.
Then I won't watch it, man.
Right? And,
I won't watch it.
Yeah. So, anyways. So let's move on.
Yeah, let's go to our topic today.
Oh man,
so who's our person today?
This is like, you know what? The person we're going to talk about today comes from my motherland.
Yeah,
London, England.
Yeah.
Okay.
Some people call her.
Someone called her the Queen Latifah of the British Queen Latifah.
You know,
right?
I don't know if that gives her still justice because I think she settled in the U.S.
Does Queen Latifah have 2 last names?
So we just start on that.
This is the one thing you got. Okay, one thing about it. Okay, she was born Simone Johnson.
So we're talking. We're basically sorry for you out there. We're basically talking about Monie Love.
Yeah,
Monie Love, the beautiful, the talented, the charismatic Monie Love.
Yes, she was born actually. What was her name? Simone Johnson.
That's right.
And Simone Gooden. Okay.
She actually has 2 last names.
So she has 2 last names. I think one is her dad's last name and one is her mom's last name. I think, or she might have changed it for like stage. Some actors and some performers have stage names.
Yeah.
Okay, but her stage name or performance name was Monie Love.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
And she was born in July 2nd, 1970.
Yeah.
Okay, in Battersea, Battersea, London, England.
Yeah.
And she was already, I remember listening to her music as a young boy, right? And as a young man, actually, at the time. And she was actually performing really, really well because she moved from the United Kingdom to London or to New York because in England at that time you could graduate at 16. Okay. So you would finish high school at 16.
Okay.
Right? And now they had like O-level, A-level courses, but they didn't have like O-level college course, and that came in later in the 90s, right? And back then you could graduate, get your general certification of secondary education, and you could then just graduate at 16 and go to university or go work somewhere. So she was originally thinking of becoming a kindergarten teacher, which in America is called a preschool teacher, right? Because in England we call that reception. Kindergarten is called reception.
I understand. Yeah,
that's called a reception.
Right.
So. So she originally wanted to become a kindergarten teacher or a preschool teacher, right? Or a caretaker or counselor, right? And so this was her original goal. Music was not what she was thinking about, right? However, once she moved to New York, right? In 1989, right? She became involved in the music hip hop world, right? And she became the first hip hop British English hip hop artist. Okay, to achieve sort of American recognition.
Yeah,
right.
That's how.
The other one was Slick Rick.
Slick Rick. Right? Yeah, definitely.
And one of the guys from Hey, we want some.
Oh yeah. Okay, we'll keep it on the down low.
Right.
So
from the 2 Live Crew, right?
Yeah,
so we've talked about these guys. Go back and look at our videos,
exactly.
and you'll see which ones who we're talking about.
Yeah.
Okay. Anyway, so this was it. This was the start, right? And her first recording were with her childhood friend MC Mel, right? MC Mel Ospick. Right?
Yeah.
Sparky. Okay, and DJ Pogo.
Right?
And so this was it, and this was under the banner of Just Bad Productions.
Because I didn't know she was like a performer back in the UK. I just remember her when she came here to the States. So
yeah, she was. Remember, she started really young, right?
Yeah,
so I mean, she was only like what? 15, 16 years old when she started rapping back in the UK. Yeah. And at the time, she was just, then this was 16, 17, she was already freestyling.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And so, they formed in the Just Bad Record or Just Bad Productions formed in 1987. Okay, the crew released a solitary single, Freestyling.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And so Love started recording solo with DJ Pogo in 1988. Releasing a 12-inch single, obscured underground labels, which were eventually spotted by DJ Tim Westwood.
Can I ask you something about DJ Tim Westwood?
Yeah.
I'm starting to learn more about this guy. I guess we didn't know so much about him in the States. Was he like this big guy in the UK?
He was a big DJ, right? But he was also a huge producer,
right?
And he was sort of the guy that he would have been what DJ Premier was in the United States.
Yeah. Yeah, because honestly, when I first
level, or some of the other what's his name, Herrick, right? DJ Herrick. He was sort of like that. He was big. He was sort of the big hip hop DJ back then.
Because when I first saw him, he looked like some. Let me be honest. He didn't look like the typical DJ. He just looked like some amateur.
And he had the Justice Label record company, right? Yeah. So he looks, but you know what? In the UK, legit. Yeah, but you got to remember, in the UK, right, things were a little different than in America.
Right. Yes.
In the UK, British Afros,
yes,
right?
Yeah.
They had open. They weren't treated as badly, and they didn't go through as tough times as some people in the United States. They did. Right, I mean, racism, police violence, all that did still exist, but not to the extent that it was in the States. People dress differently. Because remember what I told you about the styles that came out in the UK, in the US? That was more from prison style to the street style, right?
Yeah.
In America, in the UK, prisoners never wore clothes like that, right? And so. And they were everybody was just dressing normal. That's why it's hard for people to realize that. Look at Slick Rick; he wore suits.
Even with the patch,
right? But he wore the hats with his suits.
Right.
That's how the rappers in the UK performed. Because look at the Beatles, right? They're not rappers, so you guys all know the Beatles. Beatles performed in suits,
right?
Yeah. And so that's sort of the way. It was sort of a trend that's how you dress when you perform, more formal, right? And so later on, the trends, of course, the hoodies and the jackets and all that changed. And then everybody started to dress more like the other rappers in America, and that was more urban wear, right? Switched over to urban wear.
Yeah, wow, interesting.
And so, there were several delays in the first release, right? Yeah. And because there was so many other record labels that approached them, right? And one of them was Cool Tempo Records, right? With the Can I Do This, right? You know that song?
Yeah, that's a great song.
Right? Can I do this? Yes, you can. Can I do this? Yes, you can. Right? You know what? I haven't heard that song in a long time. Let's play that song.
Let's do it.
With a capital B, take a seat and watch me stretch to the T.O.P. And I'ma do it like you never knew it. So don't even.
All right, so this song, Can You Do This? Yes, you can, right? Anyways, became the top 40 hit in the early 1989.
That's right.
And so this was huge everywhere, right? And this made it all the way to the United States, okay? And it was big in the States as well, right? So this included the Jungle Brothers, right? Who she's met in London. Gig in September 1988, right? And this introduced her to the Native Tongue Posse with African Baby Bambaataa. Right?
Yeah.
Baby Bambaataa.
Baby Bambaataa. That's not the same one,
Yeah, so we would produce her debut album, and she acted as her European road manager.
Yeah, exactly.
Right?
So Love had another UK top 20 hit with Grandpa's Party, a tribute to the original African Bambaataa. Yeah. She also collaborated with Andy Cox and David Steele of the Fine Young Cannibals. If you remember, She Drives Me Crazy. On the summer 1990 single, Money in the Middle. Oh my gosh, Money in the Middle.
Oh man.
Money in the Middle. Where's she at? In the middle. Money in the middle. Where they at? In the middle. Money in the middle. Where's she at? In the middle. Go. Mo. Money in the middle. Then we gotta play that.
Oh, we gotta play it. That's play it. Okay? We don't do it justice.
Brother, what is with you? You can't take a hint. I need to shove a split between your eyes for you to see you and me were never meant to be.
Man, that's a great song. That's timeless for me. That's timeless for me.
That is, right?
And with true image of the UK in number 12 cover, I mean the version of the Detroit Spinners, she made this remix called It's a Shame.
Yeah.
And that song still I still hear that song all the time. It's a great song. I can't sing it because I can't have that lady's voice justice, but we should play that one too. It's a shame. That's definitely
okay, let's play It's a Shame, My Sister.
Get it together, sister. Tell her to be not so mister. It's a shame.
Wow. I mean, just hit after hit. She was on the roll. This
that song actually made it number 30 on the US top US top 30.
Yeah. I mean, it was a great. And then the tracks onto her debut album, like Are You Single and the Queen Latifah
collaboration. This was it. This is the one who did it. Right?
Ladies first. Ooh, ladies first. Ladies first.
Let's play that, man. Okay, forget it. Okay, now here it is. Here, have a listen. Ooh, ladies first.
To my Badu, to get into precisely what I am about to do. I'm conversating to the folks who have no whatsoever clue.
Wow, man. Now let me ask you something.
Yes.
On that track, who was a better rapper?
I would say Queen Latifah.
I can't say that. I thought Moni.
Actually, no. You know what? I can't pick one.
I can.
Because
I love Queen.
They were both good rappers, just different styles.
It was different styles, but honestly, Moni killed it.
Moni, she's
No,
she's fast.
She was young and vibrant.
Yeah. So this is but
it was a great track.
Also, the maturity of the tracks, the maturity of the lyrics were different.
Right.
Okay.
Yes,
Queen Latifah came from somewhere else. They were talking about the same subject, but they came from different backgrounds.
It was just so much authenticity in that song. Love it. Great.
And so this is the sort of the song was about the stereotypes of black women, in society and how they're treated, and what men expect from them, or like how they're expected to behave.
Yeah.
Right.
Exactly.
But I like that they turned it around and said how women should really behave.
Yeah.
Right. So,
awesome track. So, despite maturity beyond her years, she recognized that this phase of her career, she was still an apprentice. What did she say? She said, to me, rap is school. The heads are split between Public Enemy and KRS-One's.
Those were the two biggest performers at that time, right? Everybody was listening to Public Enemy or KRS-One, right? Boogie Down Productions.
That's right.
Right? So
she said the students are me, Jungle Brothers, De La Soul. But the best thing about it was that the classroom is open to all.
Yeah. And we're in class.
That's right.
Right? We're in that school of hip hop, right? So they should, it's true because so many people followed them. They took their lead. They were the leaders of hip hop, right? Exactly. They were leading. These Queen Latifah, Moni Love,
MC Light,
all these people. They were the guidance for young performers to come out and start performing, the Brat, remember?
Yeah,
and she's like phenomenal rapper, right? And hard.
We're coming to your way soon, Brad. We're going to talk about you soon.
We're going to talk about her as well, right? So anyway, so this is the one, and then then the next big song that she came out with. Okay, she teamed up with Adia, right? Yeah. And they released the UK top 20 single, right? Ring my bell, ring my bell, right?
My bell,
Okay, so again, she was working with Queen Latifah and Almond Joy, right? And on the Bulls Soul Sisters feminist project.
That's right. I mean, Love was just continuing on this track, on this pace. She was featured on her brother Dave Angel's remix of Whitney Houston's R&B hit My Name Is Not Susan in 1991, and it appeared in this case that the music video alongside with Love's 1992 single Full Term Love from the Class Act with Kid and Play. That movie. Yes.
It was played in there, right? And
it reached number 7 on the hip hop singles charts. And 2 years later, she branched out into acting, appearing in Forrest Whitaker's television movie Strapped and Ted Demi's hip hop Who Done It?
Yeah.
Who's the man?
Who's the man?
We released the same year.
Right?
Yes.
So.
In a word or two, it was another challenging and an articulate set, but that was also informed by Love's recent experience of motherhood.
Yeah.
When she became a mother, she had an
epiphany, right? And you gotta remember, when when you're single
Yeah.
and you're writing about single life and what you're doing
Right.
and where you grew up, and she was no longer in the UK. She was
Yeah.
in New York. She was in the States performing, and became a mother.
Yeah,
right?
exactly.
And anytime or you become like you get married or you have a family,
Yeah.
your perception changes.
That's right.
Right.
That's
so
right.
this is where the lyrics change. Right. And so this is it's. I think it's a growth when
Yeah.
people do that.
Exactly,
So,
exactly. But you know, she continued on. You know, even though she took a hiatus, you know, she continued on to make music or even write songs. With the album included the UK top single "Born to Breed," B-R-E-E-D. That's
Born to Breed.
Born to Breed.
Yeah.
Was co-written and co-produced by Prince. And at this time, you know, she was writing songs for Prince when Prince was putting out this singer Carmen Electra.
Yeah.
And but you know, when she was writing songs for Prince, Prince would produce some of her songs, you know, back and forth type of thing. So a spell as a radio presenter on New York's Hot 97 show and co-host of MTV's Lip Service kept her busy during a long period away from the music scene afterwards. Her self-financed comeback single "Slice of the Pie" was licensed to London-based Relentless Records.
Yeah. And then after that, she, you know, her career, like she went back and she became a DJ,
Yeah.
right? And so she became a DJ in 2004 to 2006. She was with WPHI FM,
Yeah.
right? 100.3, right?
Yeah.
And then in 2000, she moved to Philadelphia. Daily News confirmed her as the love. She left WPHI FM,
Yeah.
right? And so because of contract issues, they didn't really, and she departed and left them, and went on to becoming a DJ in Florida, Miami, Florida, right? And then later she had a show, which is still actually on the radio now, right? On XFM or XM satellite radio called Ladies First Radio with Moni Love. Okay,
That's right.
every Thursday evening and on Sunday.
Yeah, I mean, she's a single mother to 4 children.
Yeah.
You know, every time when one of those ladies come out, you know, Queen Latifah, so on, it's like what did she say? It's a bat signal.
Yeah.
She's like, well, hey, Queen, if you need me,
Yeah.
we're gonna come up like the Transformers, like Voltron.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
you know, I mean, let's just say this: she has made her mark in history. I know. Again, I keep coming to you young guys. I mean, you have to understand this woman, when she was young, she came from UK with a British accent, changed it to the US accent, and not only did she, you know, play the part, she dominated. I mean, this woman, listen to her songs, Money in the Middle, Ladies First. It's a shame. I mean, it just goes on and on. This
Well,
woman,
it does happen when you're away from your country.
Yeah.
Your accent changes, especially
Yeah.
for UK and Australians,
Yeah.
right? So or even Irish people, when we go and start living somewhere else,
Yes,
our accent changes, and we sort of like move. It's normal because
Yeah.
I've seen people that come from the States and from Canada, and when they moved to England, within a year they had like a British accent.
yeah.
Right? I think it matters who your people you hang around with, and you know, your group, your work, everything, your environment.
Yeah.
You sort of instill that. Remember Madonna?
Yeah.
Right? Madonna even had, when she was married to Guy Ritchie and she was living in the UK.
I thought that was so weird. She
Right? She had a British accent. Right? Johnny Depp. Right? Johnny Depp lived in France, then he moved to England, and he had a bit of a British accent. Even he still does.
Yeah,
Even
yeah,
now,
yeah.
right? And and that's like what's his name? Mel Gibson.
Mel Gibson.
He's Australian, but he doesn't have an Australian accent when he speaks in
That's true.
in
That's
America,
true.
because he's been living in America for a very long time, right? And Hugh Jackman, another one.
Yeah.
When he's off camera, he's got that Australian accent, but when he's
Yeah.
on camera, he's got more of an American. Nicole Kidman.
Yeah,
another
it just
one,
goes on
right?
and on.
Australian, right? Gwyneth Paltrow. She's
Yeah, that's
actually
true.
British,
That's
right?
true.
And
That's
her
So-
mom is British too. Right?
So we just want to give a final shout out to you, Moni Love. We love you. We thank you for being one of the pillars of the original hip hop scene. You know, we still listen to your music to this day.
And we salute you.
Yeah, we salute you right there.
We salute you.
Moni in the middle.
Moni in the middle.
Where she at?
All right.
Yep.
It's that time.
It's that time.
It's that time.
Ow. For the top 10 hit list.
Don't let that bro bitch in, cause she too messy. Who the fuck them broke boys with? Get out my face.
You my brother, then we gon' ride. I love you forever, nigga, my guy for life.
U10 slumped in the seat, middle of the road. Barely living, breathing, suffering 13 bullets.
Watch how I move. I don't do the shit these other niggas do. I was a real crew. And pray for love, make sure that I'm not alone. Cause I came with the fire. I'm still gon' put it on. And my bitch.
Your bags and leave my keys. I'ma forget about you when you leave. Fuck your friend, but that'll be green. Send me a message, I leave it on.
Niggas can't fuck with me, roll with me, step stomp with me. I been dolo in the streets, ain't never need me.
Missing gossip in this bitch and you might fuck me up. Bitch, I flick that guap.
Nothing chain but the chains. We on your head like a bang. All double R's, no rain.
Alright. Okay. Ready? Alright.
Yeah.
Oh man.
These are good hits, man.
Good hits coming up hard. They hitting this
coming up.
They're hitting it up. They're hitting it up. They're hitting it up. They're hitting it up. They're hitting it hard. They're hitting it hard.
Yes,
They're coming back, man.
Yeah.
Wow, this was good.
Yes. I still believe our time will come.
Our time will come. We'll be on our own list.
Yes, moving on up.
Anyways, so thank you for another episode, guys. For another episode of In the Vibe. Stay cool, stay peaceful, stay sunny, and be peaceful, be respectful to each other. Okay, peace, love, respect.
In the Vibe.